Hello all, how are you? I am Anuja Pallade. Today we are going to see the introduction for stack and all the concept related to the stack here. So let's start. Before starting, we just remind that we have seen previously what is array. We have also seen how to store the array statically and dynamically also. Operations on array also we have seen. We have also seen the linked list. How to data is going to be stored in a linked list is also we have seen the types of linked list also. So now turn to study the stack. So stack is a linear data structure, or you can see array is also a linear, but the random access is possible in a constant time for the array. In a linked list also you can see only a sequential access is possible. Now, but what about stack? Stack is a linear data structure, or you can say it is the ordered list, but only the limited access is possible in a stack. Stack is also a list, or you can say it is a container which follows some rules to insert and delete the item from the list. Means stack is a list which is going to follow one rule for insertion and deletion. Getting? Insertion and deletion operation must be carried out from only a single end. That is the very important rule for stack, that every time the insertion and deletion operation must be performed from the single end only. So you can say how the single end we are going to use for the stack. These are some of the example of the stack I am going to show you. So the deck of cards. So whenever you pick up the card from the this end, you are also putting the card from this end only. Getting? So this will become a deck of cards. Another example is the CD stand. See here one end is there. When you have to put the CD, you are using this end. When you have to remove the CD, you are using this end. Means all the operation you are using from the single end. The tower of plates, you can say, suppose this is the tower of plate and I want to pick up one plate, so you are not directly pick up this plate. Okay, you are just pick upping the first plate only, and if you want to put the plate on a tower, you are just putting here, not directly inserting the in between of these two plates. Okay, so this is also the example of the stack. A pile of book, you can say, this is also the example of stack. We are just putting the stack on the pile. Okay, and when we have to remove the book, we are just removing here. A box of Pringle potato chips is nothing but the example of good example of stack. So a pile of book, a stack of dinner plates, a box of Pringle potato chips can all be the thoughts of example of stack. Other than this, there may a lots of example of stack available in our real life. A stack is an abstract data type, that is ADT, commonly used in most programming languages. It is named stack as it behaves like a real world stack. For example, a deck of cards or a pile of plates, etc. The basic operating principle is that last item you put is first item that you are going to take out. Means if we are considering the deck of plates, we are pick upping the plate from the top, even we are putting the plate on the top. That is, the stack is a last in first out structure. Means last in, first who is going to be out. A real world stack allows operation at one end only. For example, we can place or remove a card or a plate from the top of the stack only. Likewise, a stack additive allows all data operations at one end only at any given time. We can access the top element of the stack. Getting? This feature make it LIFO data structure. LIFO stands for last in first out. Here the element which is placed, that is we are going to be insert or add at last, is accessed the first. In a stack terminology, insertion operation is called as a push operation, whereas the removal of operation is called as a pop operation. You can see here, this is the representation of stack, you can see. So whenever we are putting the data element onto the stack, that is the push operation performing we are, and whenever we are removing the data item from the stack, that is the pop operation. You can see here, this is like a container or a tiffin box, you can say. Only one end is open here at the side, and we are just putting the element and it is becoming a stack. Okay, so when we are want to remove the data element, we are not directly removing this element, last element, the below element from the stack. We are just putting the last data element here, even we are picking that element only. So that's why the stack performs last in first out data structure. A stack implementation, getting implementation is also a very important part. Means in coding language, by using which data structure we can code the stack, that is nothing but the implementation of stack. A stack can be implemented by means of array, structure, pointer, or a linked list. Stack can either be a fixed size or like a dynamic resizing also. Here we are going to implement a stack using array, which makes its fixed size stack implementation. Now what are the basic operation that going to be performed on stack? Stack operation may involve initializing the stack, using it, and then deinitializing it. Apart from these basic stuffs, stack is also used for following two primary operations. So these are the very much basic operation from the stack, that is push operation and the pop operation. Getting pop operation always gives us a top, but it removes from the list also. What push operation does? Pushing or storing an element onto the stack, whereas pop operation removes accessing an element from the stack. Operations on stack. Now, other than these basic two operation, that is push and pop, these are the three operations. Those are also very much useful to use the stack efficiently. We need to check the status of stack as well. Means when we are going to put any item onto the stack, we have to first check that is the stack is full. If the stack is full, how you are going to push operation on the stack? Getting? So these are some of the extra functionalities provided by the ADT, that is peek operation. Peek operation gets the top data element of the stack without removing it, whereas pop removes it. This pop removes the item from the top. Is full. This operation check is the stack is full. This operation is very much important when we are going to push the element. We have to check this. Getting? And when we have to remove the item from the stack, we have to check this, that is the stack is empty. At all the times we maintain a pointer to last pushed data on the stack. Means the element that we pushed at last, the one pointer we are going to use to point that element, means always that pointer is going to be point the top of the stack. As this pointer is always represent top of the stack, we named it top. Means top name is standard for the stack. The top pointer provides top value of the stack without actually removing it. Means it is always going to be pointer top pointer. Now what about the push operation? The process of putting a new data element onto the stack is known as push operation, as we previously said. Push operation involves the series of steps. Means before pushing the operation, what exactly we have to do? We have to first check is the stack is full. If it is full, how we can put the element onto the stack? If the stack is full, it shows us a error or it will automatically exit. Otherwise, in else, if the stack is not full, increment the top. That pointer we have to use, that top name. So top is equal to always minus 1 in that case, means if top is equal to minus 1, it is the empty stack. And as we are going to insert the first data element, this top first increment. So increment by 1 means minus 1 plus 1 is 0, means the array's zeros index is the data element 1. Getting it increments by 1, and after that in step 4 we are going to add the element, means first increment the top and then add the element, then it return us a success. Suppose this is what all about the array, but what about the linked list here? These steps we have to follow about the linked list also, but in a step 3 we need to allocate the space dynamically here. Getting, means like a array, when we initialize array, all the boxes are memory boxes are allocated directly, but this is not the case with the linked list. Okay, so this is the push operation trying to show by the diagram. You can see whenever we are putting the e element onto the stack, that is the push operation. A, B, C, D elements are already in a stack. Now I want to put a E element onto the stack. So top first I have to increment. So top will be here at empty space. And then on that empty space of top, I have to now put this data element. Getting? So this is the algorithm for push operation. You can see here. This is the algorithm. Begin procedure push, stack and data. So if it is full, it is showing us a return null. But if it is not full, top is incremented by 1 and then that top is set by the data. Getting? So this is the push operation algorithm. Now we are going to learn about the pop operation. Accessing the content while removing it from the stack is known as pop operation, as we learned previously. In an array implementation of pop operation, the data element is not actually removed. Instead of top is decremented to a lower position. Means when I have to remove this element, so that time I don't have to actually pick up this E and throw into the recycle bin. I have to just decrement the top by 1. This is top. So it is the pop operation. We have to just decrement it by 1. So this line is actually saying that in array implementation of pop operation, the data element is not actually removed. Instead, top is decremented to a lower position in the stack to point to the next value. But in linked list implementation, pop actually removes the data element and deallocate the memory space. Getting? Dynamically we are taking the memory spaces there, so we have to actually deallocate the space there in case of linked list. A pop operation may involve following steps. So before removing the item from the stack, what we have to do? First, check if the stack is empty. Is empty operation. Step 2, if the stack is empty, procedure is an error or it will be the exit. But if stack is not empty, it accesses the data element at which top is pointing. Getting? And then decrease the value of top by 1 and return success. So simple. So this is the operation. Just we are decrementing the element here. So it will be automatically removed. We have to just decrement it by D. So E will be keep remaining here, but it doesn't mean. Okay. So this is the algorithm for pop operation. You can see if the stack is empty, it shows us a null. But if it is not empty, so top data is just decremented by 1. Okay. I hope you must understood the basic operation of the stack, definition of the stack and example of the stack in detail here in this video. Thank you for watching the video.